help me talk about a serious issue that I feel very strongly about.
Yep, Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, Hiddleston, no, but I think it's a PR stunt. I have 7 conspiracy theories, but...
Wow, 7. That's cool. I have 8.
Oh.
We're not here to talk about that.
No.
We're here to talk about a real issue.
Sexual assault on college campuses.
Yep, according to a survey conducted by the academic journal Violence Against Women, 54% of male college athletes admitted to using sexual coercion. 54%. That's the exact same percentage of people who want to punch Donald Trump in the face.
That's a real survey, you guys. But as chilling as that number is, it somehow gets even worse.
In a survey of 150,000 students, nearly 15% of female seniors said they had experienced a rape.
1 in 3 college sexual assaults are committed by athletes.
And in big football schools, rape rises as much as 41% on days of home games. Something has to be done.
More away games.
No, but we need to start talking about it.
Exactly. And that's why I sat down with Brenda Tracy. In 1998, Brenda was gang raped by 4 men, 2 of whom played football for Oregon State. And even though she reported it to the police and the university, she didn't press charges, and I needed to know why.
Brenda, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so why did you decide to stay quiet for 16 years?
Right after the attack happened, I went and I got a rape kit done and I reported the attack to police in 1998. And all 4 men were arrested. Like, the police felt like a crime had committed. They arrested them, they booked them. But then when the story went public, because 2 of the men were football players at Oregon State University, it was in the media, and it was in the newspaper, and the backlash started. Basically, the best friend that I was with that was there, she told me that she would testify against me in court because she chose to protect her boyfriend and his brother. I was receiving death threats against myself, and I had 2 little boys at the time, so I was receiving death threats against them and myself. And on top of that, the DA told me I didn't have a good case. The DA told me that it would be really hard to win, and I'd have to go through 4 separate trials, which could take years.
So what is it about being a rape victim that people want to find some kind of
They want to
excuse
discredit
for?
us. I think it's just because we just don't want to believe that it happens. We don't want to believe that people we know would do things like that.
Tell me, so this reporter kind of unearthed your story and interviewed
John
you.
Canzano, yeah.
Okay, and that was the moment that it kind of all came back into your life, and you had to.
Yeah.
You decided I'm gonna talk about it.
He investigated my story. He saw the police report and he's like, "What happened here? Like, how'd the ball get dropped, and why weren't these guys prosecuted?" What he found out was that the DA lied to me. They had confessions on tape. So all 4 men admitted to guilt in my case, but the athletic department was trying to get donations and money and grants and whatever for funding of a football stadium. And my story coming out would have been a scandal. And it kind of, I guess for me, it kind of comes down to, you know, the worth of my life was whatever amount that stadium cost. You can rationalize a rapist. That's what they do. They rape, they commit crimes, they hurt people. But how do you rationalize good people turning their back on you? How do you rationalize a system that's built to protect you and doesn't? So that betrayal is more profound and more hurtful than the actual rape itself.
Tell me how your life would have been different had all of the things that you needed at the time. Say the gang rape still happened, but from that moment, everyone supported you. Everyone intervened.
Oh, it would have been life-changing. I absolutely think that my life would have been very different. I think, and I know this because the second time I came forward with my story, I'm getting all that support now. Like, there's millions of Brenda Tracys, and I'm going to do my part to try to empower them to use their voice too and change this, because I think change is possible.
What can a girl do to not get raped?
Not be any place where a rapist is. This is not a woman's issue. This is a men's issue. Like, men carry out 98% of all rape. Stop telling me how to not get raped, and can we please address the men?
Well, how will it change? What can we do?
What can we do?
Especially in college athletics and these things that keep getting covered up to protect athletes. What can we do?
My son wrote a letter to the NCAA, and he said, you should ban violent athletes. Like if you've committed rape and are stalking people and beating people up, like you shouldn't get to play sports. This is only 10% of men in our country that are doing these violent acts, which
that's a lot.
Well, but it takes us to the conversation of what are the other 90% of men doing?
Yes.
How do we empower them and engage them?
When you ignore that someone's been raped, or
Absolutely.
when
you are complicit.
try to cover it up, you're now the perpetrator.
Rape does not accidentally happen. Rapists have, on college campuses, on average, 6 to 8 victims each. Every single one of us knows someone who has been raped.
Yes.
It could be a man, a woman, or a child. Everyone can be a victim of rape or sexual violence, and we all know someone. You just may not know it because they haven't told you, and they may have never told anyone.
Thank you so much for telling your story.
Thank you so much for having me. I just think anytime anyone's willing to amplify a survivor's voice, whether it's mine or someone else's, it's so important.
You were so amazing.
Thank you.
My full interview with Brenda is up at notsafeshow.com. Please go watch the whole thing. Brenda has started a petition to the Ncaa meant to hold these programs accountable. This needs to happen because it's scary how far these schools will go to protect their sports programs. Just look at this CBS News report on Baylor University.
2 university administrators directly discouraged complainants from reporting, and in one case even retaliated against someone who reported a sexual assault.
Ugh. I mean, honestly, that is the most disappointing thing to come out of Baylor since Jeff Dunham. He went there. Peanut did not go there, you guys. He got into UT. But
Like Jeff Dunham's toy collection, Division I college athletics programs are big business. They generate billions of dollars a year, and rape is bad for business. Winning teams make money, and if you want your team to win, you need your players playing defense on the field, not in court.
football players are valuable, and it's pretty easy for a university to determine value in these types of cases. Take the number of female students on your college campus, A, multiply by the probable rate of them being sexually assaulted, B, multiply by the average out-of-court settlement, C, A times B times C equals X. If X is less money than the money generated by your football program, then it's more cost-efficient for you to just convince these co-eds that they were never raped to begin with.
Whoa, did you learn that in college?
Oh, actually, Fight Club.
Dope, dope. Thanks.
The sad reality, though, is that as long as these sports programs are bringing in money, victims will continue to be ignored, which apparently is really easy to do. Just look at this huge list of schools that reported 0 rapes in 2014. And I know that sounds like a good thing, but it's not.
Yeah, a university with thousands of students reporting 0 rapes is about as realistic as a campus reporting 0 dorm rooms with this poster on the wall.
Oh, right. They hand these out at orientation.
Yeah.
As Senator Kirsten Gillibrand said, either these schools don't have an adequate reporting system or they know about it and are just sweeping them under the rug.
We can't let them get away with this. Let's call them out.
Exactly. Schools like these don't deserve the cool mascots they have. They need a mascot that truly represents what they're all about. So here's your new mascot, Shushy the rape-ignoring ostrich with its head in the sand. We've got hats. We've got sweatshirts. We've got anything you need.
That's what this hoodie means?
Oh my God, Ron, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know this was a rape-ignoring ostrich. I thought this meant I like to eat ass.
Oh,
Fuck this.
I'm sorry, Ron. We shouldn't leave those laying around. Shushy, come on out! Come on! Woo! If you're a school that ignored campus rapes, or if your school doesn't have a system set up to report rapes and protect victims, this is your new mascot.
Can I hump you? I'm asking. Don't be an ostrich. Get your heads out of the sand and do something.
Go to notsafeshow.com to sign Brenda Tracy's petition and watch the full interview. We'll be right back. Hey, this is Nikki Glaser, and this is the part of the video where I tell you to watch more of my videos. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. Instead, I'm just going to look at you judgingly.